Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Bandwidth for TWiT specials is provided by CacheFly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is TWiT Live special number 311, recorded Thursday, October 27th, 2016, Pepcom Holiday Spectacular 2016. This TWiT Live special is brought to you by ZipRecruiter. Are you hiring? With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post to 100 plus job sites, including social networks, all with a single click. Screen, rate, and hire the right candidates fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/twit. I'm here in San Francisco for Pepcom's Holiday Spectacular. Now, if you've never heard of Pepcom's Holiday Spectacular, you are missing out because it is an amazing time where you and me, we get to look at tablets and smartphones and wearables and all kinds of gadgets that we might want to buy, maybe some stuff we might not want to buy. But, it's getting towards the holiday season. Some people buy gifts around December, so it's never too early to start looking. I'm really excited. I'm excited that you're here with me, and we're going to talk to some people, ask some tough questions. Maybe we'll ask some easy questions too about what they've got. So let's just stick around and take this wonderful ride through the Holiday Spectacular with me. Come on, let's go. I am here with Rachel from PetCube, which is a camera for your pets, but it's a little bit more than that. So explain what PetCube is exactly.
Yeah, so it's an interactive pet camera that lets you watch, talk to, and play with your pet from your smartphone. So what that means exactly is that we have a 1080p camera that's inside of it, and we also have a little laser pointer that works right here, and you can actually take your finger from your smartphone, move your finger around, play with your pet just like you were playing a game of laser pointer at home. So it helps reduce pet boredom, helps also reduce separation anxiety. We have two-way audio through here, so your dog can hear you say, it's okay, don't worry, or you can say, get off that couch. It really helps with things like separation anxiety, really helps with pet boredom, pet obesity. Your cat can't get those workouts during the day without you there, so you can run him around in a game of laser.
So this has been out a year. How's the feedback so far from pet owners?
It's been really good. So we were originally born on Kickstarter several years ago with our first version, which you can see over there. This is actually our second version. We went through a second successful Kickstarter. Just shipped out to Kickstarter backers this week. Just started selling on Amazon today, too. So the product's out in the market. We're really starting to get great first feedback. A lot of the things that people wanted in the first version, like we know that cats are kind of nocturnal. They're active at night. We didn't have night vision. Super excited to put night vision into this. We're really we're able to finally bring on a lot of the features that pet owners were really excited about.
So tell us about the video quality between the older version and the newer version.
Yeah, so old version is 780, which is good. That's good. 1080 is way better. I have to be honest, when I look at the difference between the two cameras, 1080 is just a great difference in the clarity that you can see. We have zoom that we've implemented, so if your pet is off tootling around in the back of the room, you can really easily zoom in and see them. And with that 1080, it makes a big difference because it's a optical zoom, it's a digital zoom, not an optical zoom. So the higher, nicer camera makes a difference when you're doing that zoom.
So I noticed when you were playing around with the app, on the way up here, I was talking about my dog, and everyone said, let's see a picture. So I had to open up my phone and search through pictures. But it looks like there's a place where you can put all the pictures in this app. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so you can catch pictures actually while you're playing with your pet. You can catch video while you're playing with your pet. We actually even have a feature while you're not playing. It'll catch, based on sound and motion, clips of your pet. There's also a full social network built into the app. And we're not trying to be the next Instagram or the next Facebook. That would be very hard. But, it's kind of nice to have a place where you can post as many pictures of your pet as you want, and nobody's going to be like, we don't want to see your dog anymore. Because people in our community are like, we want to see more of your dog. I personally, I'm a bit of a cat lady myself. I love posting my pictures there because nobody makes fun of me. It's a really, we love the pet community that we've built up.
Okay, so we've been hearing a lot about like Internet of Things devices being, you know, unsafe. Yes, yeah, but sort of being a privacy issue, a safety issue. And so, what can you tell us about the privacy levels? How I can know that you know, my friends only are looking at my dog and not some creepy guy also looking at it.
Yeah, it's always kind of a weird feeling to put a camera in your home, and we totally understand that. So we've done a couple things. First of all, extremely safe encryption and everything going on. Second of all, just for you and so that you can know, when your camera is streaming, there's a blue light on. That blue light doesn't show any other time except for when your camera is streaming. So if there's a blue light going on, you're live on camera. The second thing you can do is we actually allow scheduling of hours. So say if you want to let your daughter, mom, check out your camera, you schedule those times for them. So you can say from 9 a.m. PST to 5 p.m. Monday and Wednesday. And it's done on a really easy schedule. So we want to make it easy for you too. And we really want to make it no-brainer so that this doesn't end up being naked person cube. It's PetCube. It's not for naked people.
Okay. And so price point of the first version and the second version?
Yeah, so the current version is at $199. Old version is now at $149. So yeah, very affordable for the holidays, especially for people who really, it's a pet product, but it's for people, you know, it's for a people peace of mind. So I don't think people are just giving this as a pet gift.
Well, thank you so much, Rachel. I'm excited to see what's next.
Awesome. Thank you.
I am here with Jen from Belkin. I love Belkin products. There would be great if you stuff stockings. There's a lot of things that they brought here that might be good for the stockings. Tell us about some of the products that you brought and why you brought these particular products.
Sure. Well, since you mentioned stocking stuffers, these are my favorite here. This is our rose gold collection. We have a color matching. So we have the rose gold, we have silver, gold, and space gray. We have a battery pack here, a beautiful cable, a car charger, and a home charger. These are perfect for stocking stuffers.
And I see you have the Belkin Valet, which I have this at home. I've had it for about a year. I charge my Apple Watch and my phone. And I just ordered the rose gold Apple Watch, so I might need also the rose gold Valet. And I have to tell you a story that I love that so much that I even take it when I travel, which is ridiculous because, as you can see, it's kind of big, but I just stuff it in my suitcase. Every time I go through the security, it always gets stopped because it kind of looks like a weapon, and people say, like, what is that? I'm like, that's to charge my Apple Watch and my iPhone, and they just think I'm so ridiculous they let me go by. But you say that Belkin might be coming out with something that would be better than me taking that on trips.
So I'm glad to hear that you are able to take this on trips. I think it's a testament to the premium quality of Belkin products. I mean, we put a lot of heart, energy. Everything is done in-house, from conception to design to engineering to production, manufacturing. Everything is very deliberately planned. So I like to hear that a product that wasn't exactly made for travel can withstand being put in a suitcase, going off to your fun adventures. But we are coming out with a new product next Tuesday, and it's going to be a portable dual Apple Watch and iPhone charger that you won't get stopped for.
Okay. Great. So let's what else is this? A iPad keyboard here?
Yes. This is a very popular, one of our most popular Code Ultimate Light keyboard case. You'll see that there's a magnetic connection here, and that's when the keyboard actually activates.
Oh, yeah. And anything else over here?
So what we have over here is sort of what I like to say the auto section. We have the Rode Rockstar, which you get the 2 USB ports in the front of the car, and then this reaches all the way to the back seats. 2 more chargers there. And then some people may know this, but USB-C is looking like it's the port of the future, and Belkin really likes to be on the cutting edge of these technological transitions. So we also have a USB-C car charger here.
So I see some dongles and lightning adapters. So I know that we've talked recently about like adapters that you buy on Amazon that like aren't so great and will explode your phone. What can you tell us about the safety of all these cables and adapters?
This is actually my favorite question. Belkin will never be the company that makes a $5 cable that you find on Amazon. We're just never going to be that company because there are really stringent processes that we go through, not just in the engineering, but also in the certification process. So for any iOS-related product, there's what's called the MFI. You have to pass that certification to have a legit, safe, certified product. For any USB-C products, there's an organization called the USBIF. Same thing. You got to go through a very, stringent certification process, and then we do a ton of testing. There's just a lot that goes behind a very premium quality product.
Well, thanks so much for talking to me, Jen.
You're so welcome.
I'm here with Frederick from MazeFit, which is a wearable that's doing something a little bit differently. First of all, it's only $50. There's two versions. One's $50. One is a little bit more expensive than that. And it has a 20-day battery life. Did I get that right? 20-day battery life?
20 days, yes.
All right, tell us about MazeFit.
So MazeFit is a company that we just recently launched here in the US. We launched with another product first that is much more fashion-oriented, and we launched the MazeFit Arc today. And the company has a long history in wearables because we are actually the second largest manufacturer of wearables in the world, because we also create the Mi Band and the Mi Band 2, which is sold overseas, and over 25 million of them have already been sold. So all that expertise now goes into a product that is much more approachable to a larger audience, obviously at a price point of $49.99 with a heart rate sensor built in, and a 20-day battery life is industry leading. And we're excited that it's now out.
So does it have the same insides as the Mi Band?
It has similar components, and obviously that is a huge factor for us to build at scale as well, and the expertise on the hardware and software side all go into our own products as well.
And so tell us about the fancier one. What does that do?
So the fancier version, and you will probably see a picture of it as well, is a tiny ceramic core, weighs less than 2 grams, and also has all the technology built in, the accelerometer, the battery, induction charging, and so on, and provides you similar insights to what you would expect from a fitness tracker of your distance traveled, calories burned, steps taken, and a sleep analysis. And in addition to that, the benefit comes through the software, where it gives you tips and tricks on how to live a healthier and more active lifestyle.
So we chatted a little bit before about, I said, can I turn this on and work out an hour a day, and then will it last for 30 days if I do that? And you talked about how you're not necessarily targeting the kind of people that go to the gym every day and are tracking their workouts with an Apple Watch or something. Who are you targeting with it?
So I would say it's it's actually funny because right now I'm looking at the people who are commenting on our products, so you get a pretty good feel about who is purchasing your products, and I would say it's a 35 upwards, oftentimes working a lot middle-aged audience that might not be able to go into the gym for an hour or two a day, but still want to be active enough to not become massively obese or like stay somewhat fit and healthy. And I think that's our perfect target audience as well. And then even it reaches to a slightly older audience as well, of 40, 50 years and up. With the MazeFit Equator and Moonbeam product, it's skewing female. And with the MazeFit Arc product, I think it would fit both.
So this might be a good gift for someone who you're worried is just not moving for whatever reason. They're just because they're working too much, or they're just at home sitting on the couch, and it just encourages them to just get up and move to stay healthy.
Exactly. It gives you reminders to move. We will also give you reminders on what you could make for dinner, what are healthy options, and in general, living a more healthy lifestyle. And at this price point, it's a perfect gift. You're not spending $200, but you're more in the with the $60 to $50 price range, which is a great gift for the holiday season.
So this is called the MazeFit Arc, and then the other one, right? And the other one is called
we have Moonbeam and Equator, which refer to the different band options, and the white and the black tracker.
And you can wear those on a band and also around your neck?
Yes, you can also wear them as a necklace, and we have different necklace options as well. So right now you can buy our products on Amazon.com as well as MazeFit.com, which is AMAZFit.com. And yeah.
All right, thank you so much. I am here with Scott from Plex. Now, I know a lot of you who watch this network are big Plex fans. I hear from you all the time because you have huge libraries of movies and photos and home videos, and you want to figure out how to watch it from everywhere. And Plex is a lot of what you use. If you haven't already used Plex, I'm sure there are some people that haven't. Explain a little bit about what Plex does. I know you had some new announcements too. Let's start with the basics.
All right, sure. So Plex organizes all of your media. So that's all of your movies, your TV shows, your photos, your music, your home movies. No matter what type of media you have, we organize that all and then stream it to all your screens. So that could be on your Apple TV or on your NVIDIA Shield, as well as outside of the home on your mobile device. It could be on your Android device, or it could be on your iOS device, iPad, on your laptop. No matter what device you have, there's a Plex app for that, and then you can stream directly to those screens.
So do you need to have Wi-Fi when you're watching?
Yeah, so basically the way it works is you have a server. You download that onto your computer at home. That then acts as the brains behind Plex. So that's going to have to be always on, and it'll be connected to your Wi-Fi, and that will then allow you to stream it then to all those screens. So you have to have a connection to that computer you have at home. You can also run it in the cloud. We have a beta program that we're running now where you can run it in the cloud. But basically that server acts as your connection to all of your content.
So now, is my content, like my movies or my personal photos, are they in the cloud? Are you guys keeping them, or am I storing them?
No, it's up to you. So you store them wherever you want to store them. So you can store them at home. You can store them on a local network attached storage device, or you can just store it on your computer. You can also store it up in the cloud. So again, no matter where you store your files, all you do is point Plex into those different locations and say, hey, my movies are stored here, my music is here, my photos are over there, and Plex will pull it from all those different locations and then allow you to access it again on all your screens.
So a lot of times when I've had people talk about Plex, it's like, oh, well, I have all these DVDs and I want to watch them on my iPad. How do you do that?
Yeah, there's a number of ways to do that, one of which is what we have recently launched is Plex DVR. So Plex DVR is a solution that you hook up a network-attached tuner device. We've recently partnered with HD Home Run as the guys that we partner with. What happens is you have an antenna or you have a cable card that you connect to that device, and now you have access to all your local content. So that's all your local TV stations or even in your cable stations. And you can say, okay, I want to record all these shows. You can record a whole series. You can record just an individual show, and it will store it, again, directly to your server no matter where you want to store it. It's entirely up to you. Once you store it, then you can have access on all your devices. And whether, again, it could be like at home, or it could be on the road, or it could be across the globe.
So the app is free, but then there's a subscription service. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we sell what's called a Plex Pass. That's our premium service. And just to be clear, the apps are free except for mobile. So if you don't have a Plex Pass, which is the premium service, there's a one-time fee for the mobile devices. So that's iOS and Android, and that's $5. But how we make our money mostly is through a Plex Pass. That's a premium service, and that's $5 a month, $40 a year, or $150 for a lifetime. And what that gives you is a bunch of premium services like Cloud Sync, Mobile Sync. The DVR service that I just talked about, that's a premium service. We have a number of premium offerings that we sell as part of the Plex Pass.
So we're starting to think about gifts for the holidays. Who would you recommend that Plex Pass would be for? Like for parents, like people who are maybe not so technical, who would be a good gift for a Plex Pass?
Yeah, so one of the features, the premium features, is called Plex Home, and that actually allows you to create parental controls. And so let's say you have a bunch of content that you have at home and you don't want your kids to see all of it. You can set up accounts for your children as well. You can say, okay, Johnny can only watch G-rated movies and this type of content. That's a premium service, and so it would be for heads of household, for people who have a lot of content.
And how about the DVR? How much does that cost?
That's part of the Plex Pass, and so that's included. The hardware is separate, so HD Home Run sells that separately. Those range anywhere from, I think, like $50 up to $150. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, Scott, so if people want to find out more, where should they go?
They should go to plex.tv.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Let's take a moment to thank the sponsor of this TWiT Live special, ZipRecruiter. If you want to find a great hire, especially during the holiday season or after the holiday season, whenever you're looking for someone, you're going to have to post your jobs in a lot of places. It's not just easy to post one place and not think about it anymore. And you don't want to have to keep going back to the office to look at all the postings and see what's come in and what hasn't. So ZipRecruiter is probably for you because you can check on any device, ZipRecruiter, and it will help you post your job posting to all the places where you can find the right person. Quickly screen candidates with real-world questions using free-form, multiple-choice, or yes-no formats. View candidate responses in conjunction with their beautifully formatted resumes, and then you can rate them and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, you can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/twit. That's ZipRecruiter.com/twit, and we thank ZipRecruiter for their support of this TWiT Live special. So I am sort of an anxious person, a little bit high-strung, and this doesn't help at all. I have so many distractions all the time. I'm sort of a reluctant meditator. I try. I don't think I'm very good at it. So I was super excited to see Muse, which is a personal meditation assistant. And Jackie here is going to tell us about it. Just explain what Muse is.
Great. Well, you explained it so well. Muse is your personal meditation assistant. What we have here is a headband that actually reads your brainwaves and tells you what's happening in your mind while you meditate. And why is that important? Because a lot of the times when people try meditation, they don't know what is happening. If I'm doing it right, how long has my mind been wandering? So what we do with these brainwaves is we translate them to an app that's available on iOS or Android, and we turn your brainwaves into the sounds of weather. So when your mind is active, you'll hear active weather.
So I just tried it. It was not easy. We're in a loud area, a lot of people talking. But tell me a little bit about how I did.
I think you did very, very well, given the circumstances. There's probably 300 people in this room all talking. We're doing other demonstrations here. So the key that you noticed when I looked at your results is you noticed your distractions. And that's really what's important in meditation, is noticing your distractions and being able to recover and come back to your breath. So the more that you do that, the more that you're learning to strengthen your mind. And that's really the practice of meditation. And really, to really learn something like meditation, to be able to provide feedback is very important. As I mentioned the analogy of the guitar, you can't learn to play a guitar without hearing the sounds of the guitar, and that's really what we're doing within Muse, the application and the headband.
So it's sort of like, I'm trying to meditate and I think like, what's going on Twitter? What's going on? Instead of like just going crazy monkey mind and checking Twitter, I can say like, yes, no Twitter, yes, I thought of Twitter, now I'm relaxing.
Well, yeah, you're thinking about Twitter, and we're telling you you're thinking about Twitter, so that's your cue to come back to your breath, right? And that happens many times a day. Our wandering minds, we're thinking that we're multitasking, but we can really only do one thing well. And to be able to learn focus and presence is really important now in this day and age. And to be able to build on technology like this really helps people live, a happier life. And that's really helps out with a lot of other issues. So, it's not just about the body connection. There is a mind connection to our health every day.
So, okay, this is somehow looking at my brain waves. Is it safe?
It is absolutely safe. We have all of the certifications on this. This is very passively reading your brainwaves the same way that an EKG reads your heart. It's low energy Bluetooth, no more energy than what's available in your cars or on your Bluetooth stereo headphones today.
And so how much does it cost?
It's $249, and it's available this holiday season at Target and Amazon.
So we can get it at Target, Amazon, and where can we find out more information about it?
You can also go to our website, which is at www.choosemuse.com.
Okay, thanks so much, Jackie. You know how I love little robots, and I love the idea of teaching kids to code. It's beyond just the coding, but it helps them learn to think, I think. So I was super excited to see OOZBot. And I'm talking to Justin here. He's going to tell us about this little guy. Tell us about OOZBot.
So OOZBot started in 2014 with OOZBot Bit. It's in about 2,000 schools right now. About 500,000 kids have engaged with OOZBot Bit. And basically how it works is it has these lights on the bottom and these are light sensor or color sensors that sense color codes. So when you draw lines, you put in color-coded lines to make them do different tricks. So that's just the basic line coding that OOZBot knows. Bit. We've moved on to OOZBlockly, which is a digital app based on Google Blockly, if you're familiar with that. It's basically drag and drop coding to create codes that OOZBot Bit or OOZBot Evo can both perform. This year we released OOZBot Evo, which is a new robot that does everything that Bit does, but it's now social, so you can send messages, you can send emojis, which are emojis that OOZBot will actually act out. So if you send in an emoji, he will act out whatever emotion you have. So that's really cool. It also has an RC mode, the goal of which is to make it as fun as possible so kids will want to engage and they won't know they're learning coding.
It's good to trick kids. That's usually my way. So the OOZBot, that's your first one. OOZBot Bit. And that is how much?
That one's $59 for retail. You can get it in Toys R Us, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Target. About 60 Targets. So limited release in Target right now, but it's on Target.com as well as our website. You can always purchase them on our website.
Okay, so the Bit, once you get beyond the drawing, then you can go to the website with the Bit, or do you have to have the other one?
The Bit and the Evo both work with OOZBlockly, yeah. That's more advanced coding.
And how much is the Evo?
Evo's $99. Retails for $99.
Awesome. And so how's the feedback been so far? Like, are people using it in classrooms, at home?
Great. Like I said, we're in about 2,000 schools right now, about 500,000 kids with Bit. Evo is shipped out October 31st, so we'll find out, but our community is super strong. Everybody's super engaged. We have teachers constantly submitting lessons to us about how you can use OOZBot in the classroom or with your kids at home and how to make coding fun.
And so what age would you suggest for the products?
OOZBot Bit is targeted for 6+. OOZBot Evo is 8+. Because of the social atmosphere, they do the same thing, but you can be more social, and it kind of engages individuals a little bit more with OOZBot Evo. It also has the Marvel skins that you can put on Evo.
Okay, yeah, so I see Captain America, I see Iron Man, I don't see a Black Widow.
Black Widow is coming out in Q1, so it's only a couple of months away. But we do have a lot of characters, and our plan is to expand beyond Marvel and get quite a few other characters involved.
Well, awesome. So check it out. Go to Target, go to Amazon, and then if they just want to find out more information about the OOZBot, where should they go?
OOZBot.com.
Thank you so much. Well, great ideas are born in all kinds of places. And in this case, it was born when a wife was sleeping next to a snoring husband and gave him one of these. And then we have the Zico. Tell us about the Zico.
Sure. Zico is a smart pillow that not only monitors your sleep, but actually reacts to it. So you spoke of snoring before. Zico actually has a microphone in it that can listen for the decibel levels of how loudly you're snoring. If you start snoring too loudly, Zico will start to vibrate to encourage you to change sleep positions. So yes, that's going to prevent this from happening at night. We also put 8 speakers inside of Zico, so when you want to fall asleep, you can listen to any music you want. We also compose some stuff to help you fall asleep at night. And then we use those same vibration motors in there to wake you up. So instead of a loud blaring alarm disturbing you and your partner, Zico will vibrate to wake you up.
How many marriages do you think you've saved with this pillow?
We're hoping many marriages. But I just think that it's just a cool thing because, you know, there's so many things out there now that will monitor your sleep and they'll just give you data. What we wanted to do when we invented Zico was give you something that will react to that data and not just show you data after the fact.
Well, so I've seen a ton of sleep apps that will tell me when my optimal waking time is. And so it's confusing because I don't think it's healthy for me to sleep with my iPhone under my pillow. Right. What can Zico do to help me with that?
So we actually solved that problem because with the gyroscope that's inside of Zico, we can tell what stage of sleep you're in. So if Zico determines that you're coming out of a deep sleep stage a little bit before the alarm you set, Zico will vibrate so you'll wake up at your optimal wake time, and you can do that without having your phone right next to you.
So is it, you've slept on one of these, I'm assuming, is it like, what's it like to wake up to your head vibrating?
Actually, now it's what I'm used to. So when I travel without Zeke and I have my iPhone alarm, that loud sound really jars me. So I'm actually just quite used to it. So within a week, I was used to that idea, and it didn't bother me anymore.
Maybe a travel pillow is next.
Yeah, we actually designed Zeke so you can pull the guts out of it, and then you can travel with it. Like, this is what's inside of Zeke right here. So you can actually pull the components out, and then it folds up for travel, and then you can just put it under your hotel pillow when you're traveling.
Okay, so privacy, safety, is this going to connect to hackers and take down the internet?
No, we're hoping not. Safety was super important to us even before certain phones had issues. So we've spent more money than I care to admit on testing. And we also have a lot of safeguards built into Zeke. Like, for example, you can't charge it and use it at the same time. So we're going to prevent anyone from sleeping on a device that is charging. It gives you lots of warnings and indications. It's going to shut down if anything is wrong. So we'd rather not give you data and keep you safe. And then as far as the data that we collect, obviously it goes onto your phone, and then optionally it'll go up to our cloud server so that you can have a backup of it. But technically nothing ever has to hit the internet at all when you're using Zeke.
Excellent. So how much does it cost?
So right now you can pre-order it for $199. It ships in December of this year. It'll be a little bit more when it hits retail, but right now you can still get it for $199.
That's $199.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And where can people buy it when it's available for sale, and where can they find out more information about it?
So you can go to remfit.com right now and get more information and pre-order it, and then hopefully it'll be available at a store near you.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. So I know you want a tablet, you like to touch the screen, you're used to maybe using an iPad or another tablet, but you love your laptop. Is there anything you can do? There might be. We're here talking to Remo from AirBar. Tell us what AirBar is.
So AirBar is a sensor that touch enables non-touch laptops. So if you have a notebook that doesn't have a touchscreen, instead of having to buy a new one, you can purchase AirBar for $69, attach it to your current laptop, and instantly it becomes a touch-enabled device.
So my regular screen, I can touch it just like an iPad.
Exactly. So Windows 10, for example, has been optimized for touch. However, 95% of the laptops in the market and in existing laptops in people's houses don't have touch. And yet Windows 10 is such a fantastic operating system for touch, and this really enhances people's experience if they just attach it to their new notebook or their existing notebook.
So is it just for people using Windows 10, or could you use it for Mac OS?
Well, unfortunately, Mac OS, as we saw today, the screen itself is not a touch-enabled user interface. So not really optimized for it. You can plug it to a Mac device. It will do some things. It'll act like a mouse, but it won't act like a touch screen, which is a different experience. So the big focus for us, because there are so many Windows devices out there, is really Windows devices. Windows 10.
So do you need to charge the AirBar?
No. So there's no battery, so there's no need for charging. It actually powers off by connecting it via USB cable to the actual laptop. And it connects using tiny little magnets, like you can see here. And once you connect it the first time, every time you connect it to your device, it sticks to the exact spot every time. And it gives you a very good experience, enhances what you currently have.
So is it available now?
Yes, we've actually invented this technology a year ago. We announced it, and finally we are actually shipping. So we've just shipped to our largest distributor, Ingram Micro, and soon, within the next coming days and weeks, you'll see it on bestbuy.com, amazon.com, dell.com, CDW, Walmart, Newegg, and I'm sure there's going to be more, but there's going to be nowhere that someone from the States can't find this place.
So do you want to show us how it works?
Sure. So this is, as I was saying, this is AirBar, and it connects via magnets, and you can see my little magnet points, which I've already have on my device. When you attach it to your laptop, it then connects to the exact same spot and accurately every single time. You connect the USB to the USB port, and now it becomes a touch-enabled device. So you can have different functionality as you want. Open up new screen, and It's very, very responsive. You can go to different websites, like so, do scrolling, pinching and zooming, or go to maps, or alter your, do some annotation for your Word documents. You can do all of those things, but essentially what people generally use this for is for browsing, pinching, zooming, panning, whether it's photos, selecting different photos, like so, family photos, playing videos, as well as just general uses for whatever you do on when you see like an iPad or a touch screen, you want to touch an icon, now you can do that. Because people have a habit of touching things now, because every day you're doing that with your smartphones. You come home, you use a laptop, all of a sudden you have to go back to the 1980s where you have a trackpad and a mouse. But now you can actually touch the screen and you don't have to buy a new laptop to do that.
And can you use the keyboard at the same time when it's connected?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just the same way as you can use your mouse, like an external mouse, along with a trackpad. This is just another way to interact with your laptop.
And so that's her using it with a paintbrush?
Correct. So essentially how this technology works is what we call reflective infrared technology. So there's like a infrared screen which covers the infrared curtain that covers the screen, and when you put your finger on the screen, the light reflects back, and we use some very advanced optics and software to detect where the touch actually occurred on the device.
Well, this is awesome. So thanks so much, Remo.
Thank you very much.
So I guess that's a wrap. This was Pepcom's Holiday Spectacular. We saw all kinds of gadgets that you might want to buy for others, that you probably want to buy for yourself. A lot of internet-connected things for your pets, for your sleeping, for your weightlifting, exercise, a lot of great things. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I'm Megan Morrone. You can check me out on the TWiT network. I'm on iOS Today every Monday, and Tech News Today every Monday through Friday.